Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. This last week or so I have honestly been feeling a bit rubbish, in a bit of a slump. I think the end of the week before I missed a workout on the Friday because I was absolutely shattered, and my legs were like quite tired. So I took the day off on the Friday and then I was still feeling quite tired on the Saturday. So I ended up not doing the workout on the Saturday either, and I was planning on doing both of them then on the Sunday when I felt better. And I can't remember why, I think maybe something came up or I was busy, but I ended up not being able to do them on the Sunday. So I ended up taking 3 days off, kind of unintentionally. And then it kind of just like went from there. So on the Monday last week, like I tried to get into a bit of swing of things again. I can't remember if I maybe had something on. And then on the Tuesday I went down to London with my dad for the Radio Times covers party, which was really cool. It was awesome, and I really liked spending a couple of days with my dad on the trains and like at the party. Saw tons of famous people, chatted to hardly any of them. I did see Steve White, the drummer, who I did a drum camp with, the Freddie G drum camps back in 2013, and I saw him, and from across the room I was like, I know that guy. And then I was thinking, like, is he a BBC presenter? Because there was lots of them there. I was just like, I swear I know him. But I was asked Dad, and like Dad couldn't recognise him. Was just like, no, I'm not sure. And then I don't know why, but I was thinking he looked like Jim Kilpatrick, who is a like master snare drummer in like pipe band world. And I was thinking this guy looked like Jim Kilpatrick, which he looks nothing like Jim Kilpatrick. But I think my brain was being like, drummer, drummer. And eventually like 2 and 2 collided in my brain, and I was just like, oh my god, it's Steve White, and it came to me, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, there was tons of other like famous people there. So a ton of people I've seen on like BBC. Stephen Moffat, who's one of the writers for Doctor Who, that was super cool. So yeah, it was a cool night. It was really fun, and like I say, glad I got to spend that with my dad. So that was cool. But because I was away on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, essentially like travelling all day, I then ended up didn't get either of my workouts in then either. And then yeah, I guess like that was nearly a full week of not having done any of my workouts. And then I think the Thursday, like my legs were so sore, and I think it's maybe because I spent all of Tuesday night essentially like wearing high heels, which are actually really comfy and I could walk around in them, but I was like standing around in them, like standing still for hours in these high heels, and I got such a sore back. And then I think by Thursday, like my calves were so sore, and my legs and stuff, so I was like, I'll give myself one more rest day and then I'll go to the gym on Friday. But I think like in hindsight, I was probably like, I don't know, my mood was just so off. I don't know if it was a lack of exercise. I have a theory that it was like PMS, and I really struggle with that sort of stuff, and mood just like completely went. I hadn't done, like, I think I'd done my food shop on the Monday, but I hadn't done any of the planning, so none of the content like plans that I usually do were done. I didn't have like a week plan of like what I was going to do, so it was really easy to just like lie in bed. But I was in such a bad mood. I was so like weepy and touchy and super reactive and defensive, and I just like wasn't feeling myself at all. So I started feeling better sort of Saturday-ish, and was like, right, you need a kick up the bum. So last night I spent a while coming up with my content plans for the week. So that's for, I don't know if any of you have seen this, but I have a Warhammer channel now. It's called Bolt Gun and Book, if you want to have a look on Instagram. For my Warhammer, I've done my mini mag account, a content plan, and my vlog content plan. So I've got those three things. I went over my January goals and kind of like ticked off the ones that I'd done, had a look at the ones that I didn't do, and kind of thought like, why have I not done these? And while I have not read 2 books this month, I have almost read 2 books this month, so I'm like, it's not quite a win, but it's close enough. And yeah, so I looked at all my goals for last month and then did February's goals. So kind of, yeah, refreshed, I suppose, and did some new ones. And then today I did a light workout. I was thinking I would go to the gym today, but honestly, my legs are still quite sore, and I thought maybe I would do a sort of lighter session. I've been really wanting to get back into yoga. I've said that a few times, so I decided to go for like a sort of yoga-y, stretchy session today. And honestly, my legs feel a lot better. I'm wondering if actually the biggest problem was that I was not doing, you know, like not doing recovery properly. If maybe like my legs have just been sore because I've not been stretching them properly, or not done enough like foam rolling and stuff. So I did most of that today and my legs do feel a bit better. I also had my first swimming class today. Yeah, that was cool. You'll probably see either before or after this a little clip of me coming back from my swimming lesson. But yeah, I did my first swimming lesson today. I feel like I actually made an improvement. I'm not going to record it again. Here's the clip. Hey guys, that is me back from my swimming lesson. And who did I find coaching but one British Paralympian, Scott Quinn. So that's very exciting that he was my coach today. I think I made a fair bit of progress quite quickly today actually. The biggest thing I wanted swimming lessons for was like, I can swim. Like I can keep myself alive if I fall into water, I can swim, like I can get from A to B, but I'm not particularly efficient, and I'm really not very good at the whole like breathing part. Like I can put my face in the water and I can breathe out and I can like swim for a bit, but the whole like breathing back in again part, I kind of have to like stop swimming or like lift my head up, but then my hips go down, and I'm just not very efficient at that, and I really wanted to be better at it so that I could do swimming, and it wasn't like a super high intensity. So yeah, it was great to see Scott, and a really like good lesson, and I feel like I've made progress, so I'm excited to see where this goes. And yeah, I think I might have a bit of a black eye or two for the next few days. I think I need to buy some new goggles because those ones are rubbish. And yeah, I think like yeah, you can see it like here and here and all the way around, so I think I need to buy some new goggles. But yeah, it's good. So that got me some movement in at least, and some like a wee bit of cardio, and so I feel better about that, and I've got all my plans in place. I went and did my food shop today, and I haven't quite done ingredient prepping, but I'm going to do it this evening. And I think part of the problem last week as well was like I hadn't done any of the meal prepping or ingredient prepping because I was going to be away the Tuesday, Wednesday. I was like, well, I'll do it on Wednesday night for the Thursday through the weekend, but then I just didn't because I wasn't feeling very well. But then because I hadn't done that, I was then like not really making proper food, or not making enough food, not making a conscious effort to eat enough calories. and then like that impacts the mood as well because I've not got enough calories in. So what I've learned is I have to ingredient prep at the start of the week, otherwise the week just goes pear-shaped, and I have to do the food shop. So I've done the food shop, I will be ingredient prepping this evening. I've got all the plans in place for what I'm going to do this week, and I'm ready to get going. I changed my bedding, I like started the month, fresh start for like a reset, changed the bed. I didn't really need to do a huge tidy up, to be honest. Like a lot of the time if I'm doing a reset, I'll like tidy things and clean things. I didn't really need to do a huge amount of that because I've kind of been actually quite good and quite consistent about doing it as I go along, which I'm quite proud of in all honesty. And yeah, like keeping the place tidy and clean so it doesn't take as much effort to do it. But yeah, I think that is me having reset myself. I'm not super mad, I guess, and I'm not going to say I failed. I'm working on consistency, which I think is an admirable thing to be working on. But yeah, I think just not having a couple of bits in place then made it way harder when I was then in like such a bad mood. So I think it's like kind of just flagged to me how important things like food shop, meal prep, and having a plan are. And it's okay if the plan goes sideways. What is it they say? I think it's like a British Army thing. But they say the only thing foolproof about a plan is that it'll go wrong or something like that. Something along those lines. So I'm very much aware that plans don't always go to plan. I feel like I've said plan way too many times now. But anyway, plans don't always go to plan, so if they don't, that's okay. And to, you know, be nice to myself about it, as long as it's not because I'm being lazy. It's okay to be like, I'm a bit too tired to do that today, I'll move it to another day, or I'm just going to scrap that because it doesn't fit with how I'm feeling right now, or things like that. You know, and just being, you know, faithful to yourself, I suppose. But yes, I think having that plan in place at least gives me a guideline for when I'm not feeling my best, I suppose. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Sorry, it's probably a wee bit of a shorter one. I've got a good one lined up already for the end of this week. I want to be posting vlogs on Sundays, that's kind of my plan. I know the last one was up on a Monday and this one will probably be up on the Monday, but Sundays are kind of the days I would like to post them. So yes, I've got the one for this week kind of ready to go, or at least like the idea in my head. I filmed a couple of bits of it already, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, I guess thank you so much for watching. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you're interested in these kind of videos, it's just my life, I suppose. If you have been here for a while, thank you so much for coming back. It means a lot to me for all the people who like continually watch these videos. I'm really hoping to grow on this platform and on Instagram, and yeah, hopefully share some more of my sporting journey with you and share the rest of my normal journey with you. And if you're at all interested in Warhammer, go check out Bolt Gun and Book, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!